Hello and welcome you all in the course of probability and statistics. Now today we should learn about regression. Now regression is one of the major component in statistics. Now the first major component of statistics is say correlation. Now correlation is identify whether the relationships is exist between two variable or not. They have to just identify there is a positive correlation, negative correlation, no correlations, but it doesn't give the exact idea. Say if there is a certain amount is rise in x variable, then precisely how much amount will be rise, yeah, will be decrease in another variable, that is y variable. Now regressions gives the precise data. If there is some increment, say x increment in say independent variable, then what is the precise effect of that x increment in x variable, then what is the precise effects on dependent variable. So let's start the regression. Regressions is the measure of relationship between two, yeah, more than two variable. Again is one of the statistical technique that approximately estimate the unknown value of the variable. Out of that, one of is dependent and second one is independent variable. Sometimes this type of techniques is also known as regression analysis. Ultimately, we have to say that in this case, we have to find out how the typical value of dependent variables depends, या change, या vary where one of the variable, या independent variable is changed. Say the method of calculating the regression equations. Now to find out the regressions, we have to see or we have to solve the regression equations. But to find out the regression equations, we have to require the regression coefficients. How we can find out regression coefficients? To find out the regression coefficients, we have to use the measure of central tendency. That is one of the important measure, say deviation. Deviation is nothing, is just how much data is varying from that mean, is known as the deviation. So deviation from this precise, that is arithmetic mean, there is sometimes known as expectations. So the formula for calculating the regression equations. So there are say two equations. The first one is regression equation of x on y. The second one is regression equation of y on x. Both are very similar. So regression equation of x on y is in terms of regression coefficients and the deviations, and is equivalent, say x minus x bar is equal to bxy into y minus y bar, where this x bar is nothing, is a mean. That is x bar is equal to sum of x, that is whatever data is given, we have to find out that sum divided by the total number of observations. So x bar is nothing, is just sum of x upon n. Similarly, y bar is a mean, but in y direction, that is sum y upon n. And this bxy is nothing but is known as the regression coefficients and is defined as bxy is equal to sum of xy upon y square. Similarly, we have to write down regression equation of y on x is in terms of mean as well as regression coefficients. The regression coefficient byx is sum of xy upon xy. Both are same. Just there is a minor change. For sake of simplicity, yeah, for student point of view, here in bxy the last suffix is y, so in denominator is y square. Here the last suffix is x, so is in denominator x square. Let's see the example. So from the given data, obtain the two regression line. But here the precise way is given. How we can obtain the regression line? We have to obtain the regression line by taking deviation from that mean. Yeah, expectation. Say the data is given. Say the value of x variable is say 3. At that time the second variable y is 6. When x is 2, at that time value of y is 1. So on. When x is 8, the value of y is 9. Our aim is we have to find out the two regression line by taking deviation from the mean. But we know that deviation from mean is nothing, is x minus x bar. This term x minus x bar represents the how the data, that is observation, is changes, yeah, is how far away from its mean. So in this case, first of all, we have to calculate this x bar. So x bar is nothing, just sum of x, that is 3 plus 2 plus 7 plus 4 plus 8 divided by total number of observations. So 1 plus 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are total 5 observations. And y bar is equal to 6 plus 1, so 7, 7 plus 8, so 15, 15 plus 5, 20, 20 plus 9, 29. So y bar is nothing, just 29 divided by 5. So once we have to get the value of x bar, that is mean value of y bar, we have to make a column small x and small y. While small x and small y is nothing, it just shows the deviation with respect to x and y. So is actual data 3 minus its calculated mean. So it gives minus 1.8. These are 2 minus the value of x bar, that is mean. So it gives minus 2.8 and so on. 8 minus x bar, so it gives 3.2. Similarly, we have to obtain this column. Now next column, as per the requirement, the formula of regression line. Regression lines require say x minus x bar, y minus y bar, sum of xy, sum of y square, sum of y square. So to obtain the equation of regression line, we have to calculate all the unknown. So to calculate sum x square, first calculate x square. So minus 1.8 square, so 3.24, minus 2.8 square, so 7.884, and so on. And finally we have to find out the sum of this column. So 3.24 plus 7.84 and so on. So 10.24, so it leads 26.8. Similarly y square. So find square of each and every cell in this column and substitute in respective cell. At the last xy. So negative 1.8 into 0.2, so it leads negative 0.36. Negative 2.8 and negative 4.8 splits 13.44 and so on. 3.2, 3.2, so 3.2 square, that is 10.24, and the sum of this column, that is sum of xy, gives 28.8. So we have to obtain the regression equation of x on y. The regression equation of x on y is very simple. Student point of view, regression equation of x on y. So x is on left hand side, on y, so y is on right hand side. Regression equation of y on x, so y is on left hand side, x is on right hand side. Now x is first, so x suffix is first, y is right, so suffix y is right. Here y suffix is on left hand side, so y is the first. The x minus x bar right hand side, so x suffix is second. So it is very easy to remember. So regression equation x minus x bar is equal to bxy y minus y bar, where bxy is the regression coefficients and bxy is sum of xy upon sum of y square. So sum of xy, sum of y square. Now x minus x bar. Now x bar is 4.8. Is nothing. Is just sum of all the data divided by n, that is 5. So the mean is 4.8 and the value of y bar is 5.8. Now sum of xy. Now sum of xy is 28.8. So numerator is 28.8. Denominator sum of y square. Sum of y square 38.8. So 38.8. And it is simple equation. So by solving this equation, we have to get x is equal to 0.49 plus 0.74 y. So this equation 1 shows the regression equation of x on y. Similarly, we have to obtain the second regression equation of y on x. By using this formula, say y minus y bar is byx into x minus x bar, where byx is just interchanging x and y in this formula. That is sum xy, yeah, sum yx, but ultimately both are same. So sum xy upon sum of x square. But sum of x square 26.8. So 26.8. So substituting respective value, and by solving we have to get the regression equation of y on x. That is y is 0.66 plus 1.07 x. Let's see one more example. Say the number of bacterial cells per unit volume in a culture at different hour is given in the below table. Say at first row indicates the hours and the second one is the bacterial cell. Say at initial level, that is at time t equal to 0 hour, the size of the bacterial cell is say 43 units. After completion of 1 hour, the size of the bacterial cells becomes say 46 units. After again completing 1 hour, the size of the bacterial cells becomes 82 units from 46 units. And so on. After completion of the 9 hour, the size of the bacterial cells significantly rise to 272 units. Now our aim is we have to find out, or we have to feed the regression line of y on x as well as x on y. That is ultimately we have to obtain the both regression line. Sometimes it may be asked just find out any one of the regression line. Also, here we have to estimate the number of bacterial cells after completion of 15 hours. So the data shows the growth of the bacterial cells at the time t equal to 0 hour to t equal to 9 hour. But we have to estimate the size of the bacterial cells after the completion of 15 hours. Also, we are interested to find out the coefficient of correlations. So first of all, we have to obtain the two regression line. So to obtain the two regression line, we have to obtain the required basic 5 quantity, that is sum of x, sum of y, sum of x square, sum of xy, sum of y square. So first of all, convert this given data, say first row as a first column, second row as a second column. So we have to get x and y, where x is given the time in hour and the y gives the size of the bacterial cells. Now x for our requirement, we have to obtain x square. Is nothing, just square of each and every element on this first column, just plugging in this third column. Now next, x into y. So it's just simply multiplication. So 0 into 43, so it's 0. 1 into 46, so it leads 46, and so on. So 9 into 272, so it leads 2448. The last column, we have to find the second square of each and every element on second column and substitute in respective cells. In the last row, which is highlighted by blue color, we have to find out sum of each and every column. That is 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on. 9 is 45. 43 plus 46 plus 82 and so on. 272 is 1488 and so on. So next we have to obtain the regression coefficient. So regression coefficient Pyx, remember there are so many forms of regression coefficient is available. Now as per our convenience, yeah, which is the best fit to the given example, we have to consider any one of the form. So here we have to consider say Pyx is equal to sum of xy minus sum x into sum y upon n upon sum x square minus sum x whole square upon n. where the sum of xy is 8924 minus sum of x is 45, sum y is 1488. So 45, 1488. Now n number of data is given from at process t equal to 0 over to t equal to 9 over. So the total data is 10. So the value of n is 10 upon sum of x square. Sum of x square is 285 minus sum of x whole square, but sum of x is 45, so 45 whole square upon n is 10. So by solving this, we have to get the regression coefficient byx is approximately 27.006. Now bxy is using by same strategy, just interchange x and y. But when we have to interchange some xy by some yx is as it is, so it doesn't affect. Here both the terms are present, so again multiplication is associative, so it doesn't affect. But numerator is changed. Sum of x square is replaced by sum y square, and this term is sum y whole square divided by n. By plugging each and every value from the given table, by solving we have to get regression coefficient pxy is approximately 0.03. Now x bar is nothing, just expectation या mean, that is sum x upon n. Sum x, that is the sum of first 9 integer, that is 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 9, and it splits 45 is already calculated. So 45 by 10, that is 4.5. Similarly y bar, that is sum y divided by n. Sum y is 1488 divided by 10, so it is 148.8. In the last example, we have to see one of the approach to calculate the two regression line. Here in the second example, we have to apply the different approach to obtain two regression line. Either you have to go through the first one or the second one. Both the strategy are right, but what are the difference? In, in the first example, we have to consider the deviation. We have to assume or we have to apply the deviation strategy. So as you wish, if you have to comfortable in the first one, then you have to go through the first strategy of first example. Yeah, you have to use the strategy of this example. So the regression line of y on x, so y minus y bar is byx, x minus x bar. So y bar we have to calculate, so 148.8, x bar is 4.5, and byx is approximately 27.0061. So we know each and every value. There are just two unknowns, y and x. So by solving this equation, we have to get value of y is 27.0061x plus 27.27. Similarly, we have to obtain the regression line of x on y. That is x minus x bar is bxy, y minus y. We know the value of y bar, x bar, and the regression coefficient bxy. So by plugging and solving, we have to get the equation of regression line of x on y. Also, we have to predict what are the size of the bacterial cells after the completion of 15 hours. But we know that hour is represented by x. So ultimately we have to say that we have to find out the value of y when value of x is 15. So when value of x is 15, so here in this highlighted equation we have to substitute x is 15, and by solving this equation we have to get the value of y is 432.36. But as a practical approach, we cannot say that after completion of 15 hours, the size of the bacterial cells is 432.36 units, because we cannot say it takes a fractional value. So we have to consider the round off value, and we have to say that, or we have to conclude after completion of the 15 hour, the approximate size of the bacterial cell is 433 units. So we have to complete up to this stage, but here we are interested to find out the correlation coefficients. So as we know in the separate lecture how we can find out the Karl Pearson coefficient of correlations. But right now to find out the coefficient of correlation we cannot use each and every step which we have to apply in Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation. So here we have to use the one of the relations between say regression coefficients and coefficient of correlation to find out the value of small r, because we know that the coefficient of correlations is denoted by small r. So the coefficient of correlation r is in terms of regression coefficients. Remember, these are the relations between the Karl Pearson coefficient of correlations. Yeah, simply we have to say that this equation gives the relations between correlation and regression, because in the left hand side is a correlation coefficients and in right hand side in square root bxy into byx, but bxy and byx is nothing, is a coefficient of regression. So these equations are known as the relation between correlation and regression. Now bxy is 27.0061, whereas bxy is 0.0366. So by plugging the value and solving the square root, we have to get the value of r is 0.994. And as we know that the value of r is nearest to plus 1, so it shows that strong positive correlations. Also we have to apply say one of the software to obtain the graphical situation of the given data. So we have to plot the graph of this data where x-axis represents the time durations, that is at x is equal to 0 the size of the bacteria is approximately say around 43 units. At x is equal to 1 it's around say 46 units. And as we have to see say at x is equal to 9 it's nearest to say 300. So at x is equal to 9 is nearest to 300, that is 272. And we are interested to see this line. And we have to say that as the value of x is increased, the value of x is increased, the value of y is also increased. And this type of nature is known as the strong positive correlations. So from the graphical situation, we have to also say that there is a strong positive correlations between the number of hours complete and the size of the bacterial cells. So thank you so much for paying your attention.